Financial systems in different countries face diverse challenges. In a modern economy, one key aspect of a healthy financial sector is well-informed citizens who are able to make responsible financial decisions. In 2010, the Ghana Education Service reviewed the syllabus of the financial literacy content in the social studies subject in line with the reform of the curriculum for senior high schools.
The financial literacy program, I think, is a very useful one, since in social studies we try to equip the learners with knowledge and skills. And this gives practical skills which is functional in their social life as well as economic life.
Financial literacy is important in the Ghana educational system because one is going to equip the individual students or all the students with certain knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes towards financial management.
The Ghana Education Service, the German Development Corporation, and the Ministry of Finance are the collaborators of this project. These collaborators developed stringent methods and procedures for training the teachers involved. It began with the integration of financial literacy in the compulsory social studies syllabus when it was reviewed in 2010. It continued with the development of financial literacy teaching and learning materials, which was followed by a workshop where all relevant stakeholders approved the materials. Next was the selection of schools for the piloting, then the training of trainers, and finally, the training of teachers and heads of pilot schools. The materials were piloted in selected senior high schools during the 2012-2013 academic year.
We invited technocrats from the universities, from technical institutions, and CRDD staff themselves, that is Curriculum Research and Development Division staff.
We wanted to train teachers to play the pipe by playing the pipe. And so we took them through exactly what they are going to be taking their students through.
They met at a place and identified which of the topics or the content area is not already captured by the social studies. And from there, we were able to infuse them.
Some of the teachers, I think about 80% in social studies, do not have much financial background in terms of budgeting, planning. They knew about financial institutions, but the actual work they do is lacking in about 80% of the teachers. So this is where we try to come in and make sure that they have the theoretical knowledge before they go into the classroom.
We invited the trainers of trainers, that is those from the colleges of education, to be trained on how to train the social studies teachers. And when the training was over with the trainers of trainers, we also invited the social studies teachers and gave them training.
To ensure a total coverage of the country, 25 schools were selected from all 10 regions of Ghana to participate in the pilot project. 2 social studies teachers from each school were trained in content and methodology of materials, as this content differs quite markedly from the one that existed before.
What's different is that the one we were doing, they just talk about the surface, but this one we delved deeper into it.
The other topics are basically reading, and people may consider this very boring. So as this is incorporated in the syllabus, it makes social studies more fun and interesting, and I think more people will be interested in this subject.
Teaching methodology has also changed with this new syllabus.
It is practical and it's been broken into teachable units. So every bit that you teach in class, people are able to recall and to recap here and there.
This new model is very interactive as it incorporates role play, group work, multiple choice tests, educational games, experience-based learning, and other tools to get the students more involved and interested. This is with the aim of equipping them with adequate knowledge, understanding, skills, motivation, and the confidence to apply them in their day-to-day decisions.
Having learned this, they now go to the bank to pay their fees. Before then, they had a fees on them. They were not ready even to pay, or they will give it to someone to go and pay. But this time, they themselves walk to the bank and they do the payment.
They are now able to prepare budgets before they go ahead to spend their money. And some of them, a lot of them, have come here to my office to take introductory letter to the banks in town to open their own accounts.
Personally, I am a traditional ruler, and I do a lot of teachings or working with some people, especially their finances. So I've gained a lot of information, especially on the insurance insurance, the investment, the savings. So I've used the financial literacy aspect to educate a lot of people.
My mom is a businesswoman and she has never attended school. So she doesn't know how to go to the bank to save and everything, and even sign on her check. So I've been signing for her and also help her to make more profit since this program was introduced.
Personally, I've been more financially literate because some of the negative practices I used to indulge in. Like if I wanted loan, for instance, I do not shop for loans. I do not go to the different banks, find out what products they have, interest rates. No. Even my pay slip and my bank statements, I do not used to read them critically first. I just take them, but now I understand the importance of it and the need to do that.
It has really taught me a lot, like how to use the ATM. And last VAC, for instance, I was able to fill my own banker's draft and I was able to pay my fees myself. I've also learned other things like the importance of saving and how to be careful and how to do with ATM fraudsters. And I really enjoyed the fun aspect of the program, like the Sudoku math quiz.
I like the experimental part of the program because that's the time we students get our time, the chance to explain and tell our tutors about some of the problems we have with financial spending, and our teachers in turn gave us advice and also guide us on how to plan our future and also spend our money.
There is no doubt that if the financial literacy program is sustained in the social studies curriculum and run across all schools in the country, the benefits would be immense.
I think that it should be sustained. There should be no going back.
Because it will help we, the youth which are coming up, we are the future leaders of this nation. So to help we, the youth, to grow up to become better adults, because we end up holding critical positions in the society and economy.
I think it should be a massive scale because the importance is going to be immense for Ghana and for its development.
What this is going to do is that it is going to instill in our young learners, most especially, that attitude of planning, that attitude of focusing, that attitude of feeling secured, so that as they grow, we are going to see a lot more of them who are going to be entrepreneurs, a lot more of them who are focused and sharp as to what they want to do.
We should not waste time, and we cannot even waste time because social studies is a core subject, and once it's a core subject, it's compulsory for everybody. So it means financial literacy is compulsory for everybody. So the earlier we do it, so that people are not left behind, the better.
My appeal is to all stakeholders, not only to government, so that we all contribute and make this program a success.